Well, it's another green day. That's a positive. Hey, fellow traders, it's Black Coffee Trader. It is Thursday, August the 28th. Time to do the daily recap here on today's trading session. Definitely a tough day. For me, it was a very, very difficult day. Really looking at the Russell. My big picture this morning was looking for a retest of this level. Let me get my draw tool up. It's a little bit simpler for me to work on. I was looking for a retest of this area right here. This level around the 70, what is that, the 23, about 75s. I was looking for a retest of that because big picture, if you zoom out, we pushed up quite a bit above that, and then I was just looking for a retest of that level, thinking that would be a great spot to go long. And true to form, we did retest that level, but we really struggled to get out of it. And so this would have been more of a long-term play maybe, but took a long here, ended up getting out with 2 contracts, half the position here, getting stopped out break even. And then unfortunately, just wick through my stop and then pushed back higher, got it back in the trade. And this one here, I ended up adding to the position. Let's see, I added to that position, and it's not showing it on the screen for some reason, but somewhere right in here is where I added. We had a retest of the prior day high right here, and when I saw that bounce occurring, that's what triggered my entry to add in. I was initially going to wait to add until we break this area from this earlier rejection point. I was initially planning to wait until we get to that point, but this little move, at the time this was a green candle pushing higher, and it was just a fake out, and it got me to add into the position. So I had taken my first profit target here, which was I think 20 bucks, and then with the add in, and we just fell apart, and I had to move my stop up here to protect my risk, and ended up taking a small loss here. And that pretty much did it for me on the Russell. And as you can see, we basically were in this little channel today. So I think the play was correct as far as bigger picture. We did retest that level, and it looks like we're definitely going long out of there. Is that going to maintain? I guess we shall see. But in any case, that was the trades that we took today on the Russell. Kind of walked away from there after that. Let's see, I did have an early morning trade. I was in Nutty's stream during the night and did take a trade. Let's see, it was back here about 4 o'clock in the morning. We had a break and retest of the prior day high on the ES. Took the long, as you can see right here. I added into that position, got out with a little bit of profit, and then got stopped out. So a small loss, not a big deal, but small losing trade there. And so the big picture really was a couple of small losers and then a couple winning trades. The winners then were on the NASDAQ. Right here around the midday point, we had a clean break and retest of this level around the 23,725s. 725s. You can see we in the morning session we pushed through it, dipped down below it, rejected off this level up here around the 23,770s, and then when we got this little retest here, that's when I took that long entry, and it ended up really just being a scalp because at that point ES was rejecting all-time highs again, and I just got out of that trade. It was a nice little winner, about $50 some winner. Anyway, that was a win. And then the last trade of the day, which was the one that took the longest, was this one here on the Dow Jones. This one, you can see we had a break and retest of this 45,600 level. Looking at the big picture, that is this level right here. And I really was looking for, I wasn't really looking to take a trade necessarily on the Dow this morning. I thought we needed to get down a little bit lower, maybe test the overnight or the prior day lows before taking a long. But this thing did set up, and I decided to take this trade after we had retested VWAP and that level. Got in long just with 2 contracts, and the way the day was going, I decided to just stick with a small size and not try to worry about adding. Got my first profit target here, and that was about an hour and a half into the trade, and then finally got the last one off. Actually, I was hoping to get up to this area, and we eventually did get there, but when we started, we broke the prior day highs right here, And when we broke that and we started to get a rejection back down, I just got out of that trade, and we did wick through that. And eventually, it was a difficult day. Price action was definitely kind of difficult, at least as far as getting a continuation move. But, the long and the short of it is we did end up with a nice little green day on the day. So that's a win. Let's take a quick look at TradeZella and just kind of see, where's that at here? So here's today, if this thing can load. Maybe 444. So 40% win rate. I had 2 winners, 3 losers. But the big thing that's been so good, and I've worked on so hard and definitely getting there, but is the average win to loss. My average winner was nearly 3 times my average loser. So even though I was taking very small position size, keeping my losses to a very, very minimal spot here, $16, and my average winner was 50 today. And looking at the week, we need $300 yet to win the week. So that's what we're looking at right here, is that $300. So we had a losing day on Monday, and then Tuesday we had pretty much a break-even day, and then the last 2 days have been about $450 each specific day. So we need $300 tomorrow, and we will once again win the week and have 2 green weeks, even though they're not going to be big green weeks, but they're going to be green. So that's really the mantra and the goal that I have, is just to try to continue to win weeks and put good trades together. So the price action recently has been, or this the market has been, not maybe price action, but the market has just been a little bit difficult for me. And honestly, looking at the way I had been trading before, I would have taken bigger positions, and like on the losing trades today, probably would have gotten stopped out for a lot bigger losses and would have been done for the day. And so the fact of me getting in with a lot smaller position size and then looking to add into trades has definitely been helpful, and it's kept me from having a big losing day, and it's allowed me to survive and continue to find winners. So that's a win for me. The other thing worth noting is on this trade on the Russell this morning, you might critique this and say, well, on that first trade, here's the entry, taking profit right here, and then the stop loss obviously was sitting at this point here. And the thought is, or the critique could be, well, why don't you move your stop? You could have given yourself a little bit more space. Well, at that point in time, we didn't know this was here. So my stop was below the previous low. And one of the rules that I have is once I'm in a trade, I don't move this stop. I don't move it down. I will move it up sometimes, but I will not move it down. And I would rather take a break-even trade like this, where I'm out with I think 40 and lost 40 on the stop out for a break even. I would rather do that and then get back into the trade than to risk a bigger loss, and then maybe this trade does not even occur, or another trade doesn't happen, and now we end up with a bigger red trade. So it's just one of the things that I'm trying to adhere to. It does work, even though here, hindsight is 2020. If I would have given this a couple more points, we could have maybe survived that, but that is what it is. So anyway, happy with the day. Small green day, and that's better than having a red day. So we'll just keep working at it. Last but not least, just a quick reminder that, and you probably already know about this, but Apex did come out with one of their best sales they've ever had, a 90% off sale. And I'm on the wrong screen. 90% off and $85 lifetime PA fees. There's the banner. There we go. 90% off. September 2nd is the date that ends, so next Tuesday. $85 lifetime PA fees, and there's a special lifetime PA fee on the 250 and 300K accounts. Those are at $37. So excellent sale. I am probably going to buy some 150K evals and try to pass some of those. I may not get it done by Tuesday, but I'm going to try to buy some 150K accounts for sure. So in any case, take advantage of that. Also, Affordable Indicators, the little banner you see right there, they do have a 40 to 70% off sale this weekend. So if you're in the market for any of that stuff, take a look at them. And again, just thanks for using code BCT with Apex, Take Profit Trader, TradeZella, and also QuantGuard. So appreciate that very much. The other note as far as QuantGuard goes, we should be having the Trade of 8 connection by probably early next week. So things are looking very good as far as the development goes on Quant Guard. So very happy about that. So once again, appreciate you guys. Thanks for following along. Hope you guys had a green day as well. And we'll try to end the week on a positive note tomorrow. So have a good night, and we'll try to catch up with you tomorrow. Take care, and so long.